Have you ever stopped to think about what makes up everything around you? The air you breathe, the screen you're watching, and even your own body. All of it boils down to tiny particles called atoms. But here's the twist. Atoms are not solid. They're not even entirely particles. They're waves and particles at the same time. Let that sink in for a moment. The foundation of all physical reality operates in a way that defies common sense. And when you zoom into an atom, it's mostly empty space. So how is it that we perceive a solid, tangible world? Here's where things get fascinating. According to the simulation theory, the wave-particle duality of atoms might be the code that runs our simulated universe. Think about it. Just like pixels on a screen combine to create an image, waves and particles in an atom might be the building blocks of the simulation we call reality. In today's video, we're diving deep into this mystery. Why do atoms behave so strangely? What does this mean for our understanding of the universe? And how does this connect to the idea that we're living in a simulation? If you're ready to uncover the truth behind our simulated universe, hit like and subscribe to join us on a journey through the mysteries of simulation theory. Let's get started. The simulation theory isn't just a wild idea, it's a concept gaining serious attention from scientists, philosophers, and thinkers across the globe. It suggests that everything we experience is a construct, a kind of advanced virtual reality created by an unknown force. But how does the anatomy of the atom, the tiny invisible unit that makes up everything, tie into this idea? The subatomic world is stranger than fiction. Atoms, once thought to be solid spheres, are now understood to be complex systems governed by the principles of quantum mechanics. They're made up of protons, neutrons, and electrons. But these components don't behave like the objects we interact with daily. Instead, they exhibit wave-particle duality, meaning they can act like particles or waves depending on how we observe them. This duality is more than a scientific quirk. It challenges the very nature of reality. If atoms are the building blocks of everything, and they behave differently depending on observation, does this mean reality itself changes when we look at it? This is where the simulation theory provides a compelling explanation. It proposes that wave-particle duality is not a feature of physical reality, but a function of the simulation. Just like in a video game, where details are only rendered when the player looks at them, the universe might only collapse into particles when we observe it. In the next section, we'll explore the problem at the heart of this mystery, why atoms behave this way, and what it suggests about the deeper nature of reality. The wave-particle duality of atoms is one of the most perplexing problems in science. When you're not looking at an electron, it exists as a probability wave, a smear of potential locations. But the moment you observe it, the wave collapses into a single, definite position. Why does this happen? Why does the act of observation change the fundamental behavior of reality? Scientists have grappled with this question for decades, and the answers are as baffling as the question itself. Some theories suggest it's the consciousness of the observer that causes the collapse, while others argue it's a fundamental property of quantum mechanics. Here's where the simulation theory steps in with a radical idea. The wave-particle duality is a sign that reality is not real in the traditional sense. Think of a video game. The game world doesn't exist in full detail all the time. It's rendered as the player moves through it. Similarly, atoms might exist as waves of probability until rendered by observation. But if this is true, it raises an unsettling question. Who or what is the observer behind it all? If our consciousness can collapse reality into particles, then does that mean we're co-creators of the simulation? Or is there a deeper, unseen observer controlling the system? In the next section, we'll dive deeper into how the anatomy of atoms and the principles of quantum mechanics point toward a simulated universe. Let's take a closer look at atoms and what makes them so strange. At their core, atoms are made up of subatomic particles, but these particles don't behave like tiny bits of matter. Instead, they exist in a quantum state where their position, momentum, and even their very existence are uncertain until measured. This uncertainty isn't just a scientific curiosity, it's a clue. Imagine a computer simulation. In a video game, distant objects don't exist in high detail until you approach them. The system saves processing power by rendering only what's necessary. Could the universe be doing the same thing? Could atoms in their wave state represent unrendered data, waiting for an observer to interact with them? Here's where it gets even more interesting. The famous double-slit experiment showed that particles behave differently when they're being observed. When unobserved, electrons pass through both slits like waves, creating an interference pattern. But when observed, they behave like particles, going through one slit or the other. This experiment is a cornerstone of quantum mechanics, but it also aligns eerily well with the simulation theory. The act of observation seems to force the universe to make a decision, collapsing the wave into a particle. Could this be evidence that the universe is coding reality on the fly? But there's more. If atoms are the building blocks of reality, and their behavior depends on observation, then what does this say about us? Are we participants in a grand simulation, shaping reality with our consciousness? Or are we simply players in a pre-designed system? In the next section, we'll explore what this means for our understanding of free will and existence. Here's the breakthrough. If the behavior of atoms is dictated by observation, and if this observation aligns with how a simulation would render reality, then we might have found evidence that our universe is not what it seems. But there's more to the story. Quantum entanglement, a phenomenon where particles become interconnected across vast distances, further challenges our understanding of space and time. When one entangled particle is measured, the other instantly knows, no matter how far apart they are. This defies the laws of classical physics and suggests that the universe operates on a level beyond our comprehension. Simulation theory provides a potential explanation. If the universe is a simulation, then quantum entanglement could be a feature of the system's code, allowing instantaneous updates across the network. Just as data in a computer program can be synchronized across multiple instances, entangled particles might be part of a larger, interconnected framework. This idea doesn't just change how we see the universe, it changes how we see ourselves. If reality is a simulation, then what is our role within it? Are we characters in a cosmic game? Or are we explorers tasked with uncovering the secrets of the system? But the biggest mystery remains. Who or what created this simulation? And why? In the next section, we'll explore these questions and the profound implications they hold for our understanding of existence. In this video, we've explored the strange behavior of atoms, their wave-particle duality, their entanglement, and their dependence on observation. These phenomena challenge our understanding of reality and point toward the possibility that our universe is a simulation. But this journey doesn't end here. The mysteries of the quantum world remind us that there's so much we don't know. If reality is a simulation, then it's a simulation designed to provoke curiosity, inspire exploration, and challenge our perception of existence. The implications are profound. If we're part of a simulation, then we're also part of its code, co-creators in a system that blurs the line between the physical and the metaphysical. This idea doesn't diminish our existence. It elevates it, suggesting that we're connected to something far greater than ourselves. What do you think about the idea that atoms are the building blocks of a simulated universe? Have you ever experienced moments that made you question the nature of reality? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective. If you enjoyed this exploration of simulation theory, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. And if you're ready for more interesting content on the simulation theory, make sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching.